Well, Easter weekend, of course, is right around the corner, and for many, that means a beautiful holiday brunch. So with that in mind, we invited our friends from the Harvest Table in Meadowview, Virginia to join us. They are the masters of a delightful brunch. We start this morning with the pastry chef, Willie Bordwine, and it's great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me, Amy. I'm really pleased to be here.
You were telling me you're sort of the king of the flour. Anything that has flour in it is sort of your thing.
Yeah, if you see what the other guys in the kitchen do with it, and it ends up on the ceiling and stuff, so I'll take that, yeah.
And you make all the desserts and all the wonderful crusts. Tell me about some of your expertise. What do you love to make?
I love making a lot of breads, actually. That's something that you don't want to be in a hurry to do, so that kind of fits my personality a lot, and you just get to see what it develops into. It's a lot of fun, but I love sweet stuff as well, and just trying new things, really.
And that's really what the Harvest Table is all about. Such a gem over there in Meadowview, Virginia. If you have not been, you do a lot of farm-to-table, very unique foods.
As much as possible, and it is, I don't want to say the trick, but you know, we're at the mercy of what our climate will grow, what our farmers around here are interested and capable of growing. So we sort of move in these concentric circles out from our little spot in Meadowview to find the closest things that are of the highest quality and get those into our food seasonally. So you're tasting what's best right now.
And it's a wonderful place. Oh my goodness. And of course, brunch, very popular. So Easter coming up, you guys are going all out.
We are, and brunch is probably our busiest time of week. It is only on Sundays. We try to offer some other offerings from that on our menu throughout the week for lunch, and sort of if you want to make it a brunch Tuesday. We're not open on Tuesday, but Thursday you can. Thursday's a brunch Tuesday for you. No. So yeah, it is, and we enjoy, like I said, we have a plethora of local eggs that come in, so we can really showcase those with something like a quiche. And as vegetables come on, we try to freeze as much as we can to offer those for longer than maybe the season runs. But
wonderful. And we're making a quiche this morning.
We are. The first thing I do is make my own crust. My own mother would cheat, but we're gonna do.
I might cheat.
Yeah, sorry, Mom, I told on you, but it's really something that you don't need to be afraid of. You take 2½ cups of flour, a tablespoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Mix those around. And if you've ever made biscuits, then you're going to take your ½ pound of butter and kind of squeeze that into it.
Okay, so best to just get the gloves and just really dig in.
You know, you can cheat with a food processor too, but that's something else to do dishes. I don't.
Yeah.
So just do your hands.
Okay.
Once that's done, the byword is cold. Keep your dough cold. You're going to bring that all together with ice water. So you actually, you know, just dip out a little water that you've got iced. And once you have it all brought together, it's going to look like this, and you can see that the...
Sure it is, Willie. It's going to look just like that.
It is.
That's what they always say. It's going to look just like this.
Well, you think, oh, we want it to look uniform. Well, no, because your flaky crust is actually where lumps of butter are more prevalent, and then there's more flour over here, so you get those pieces that flake off, and that's, you know...
I love that.
Then people know you got up early and you made your crust. So
that's true. Very true.
So you roll it out about 2 millimeters thick. That's very thin. And there's no top or bottom, but I'm just going to plop it in my pan here. Oh, thanks.
Okay.
And at that point...
Oh, it smells good. It
really?
smells like homemade crust, yes.
You get a little bit immune to this sort of thing. So,
not me.
I don't know if I have a cinnamon thing. You can make
crust and bread at my house anytime.
But just a gentle press to make sure it gets down in the crannies. And you've got a little overhang. So I've laid my pan on top of my crust and just cut about 1 inch around. And then you're just going to want to fold in so you get this nice lip. You know, the more depth you get in your pan, the more nice eggy goodness you can put in it, and veggies and cheese. Who doesn't want cheese?
Yes, so then you can fill it even more.
So yeah, it's kind of like getting the bigger cup at the restaurant. You get a little better drink maybe.
And what I love about a quiche is that you can, once you get sort of your base, you can make it however you'd like with the ingredients that you enjoy.
Absolutely. What we're going to show you today is sort of a 2 parts vegetables to 1 part cheese. And on top of that, we're adding a little bacon in, because bacon.
Who doesn't love bacon? And it's Easter Sunday, so you should have the bacon.
Yeah, so let's celebrate a little bit and have some rich foods. But yeah, the more you pack into it, the sort of less glue of the egg that you put in there. And, you know, we want the eggs too, but showcase those great veggies. And so my little trick that is going to impress anybody is just to take your thumb and this finger and pinch. And so I just repeat that around. We get a nice little zigzaggy.
Oh, look at you go.
And I'm going to say, you know, oh, that looks so easy. And after you've done it 4,000 or 5,000 times, it's super easy. But again, don't be afraid of your pie crust. Don't be afraid to try it. What's the worst you can do? You got 2 cups of flour. Well, actually, it makes 2 crusts. So if you mess up one,
You just start over.
toss
You're
it
good to
out.
go.
Get out the other. You've used a cup of flour, you
Go
know.
back to your flour bin.
But she's ready to go. I would typically throw this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
You put a little foil, a little dried beans on it, and bake it like this.
Wait, foil and put dried beans inside
Dry
to bake
beans.
it?
Yeah, it's called blind baking. So what I'll do is kind of get a little bit of a crisp on the crust. So when we pour that liquid in, it doesn't just make your crust. Nobody wants a soggy bottom.
No.
No soggy bottoms in
No, I
baking.
think Vic talked about that earlier.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's if there's a trick to a crust, keep it cold. If you're not going to go in the oven right away, just throw it back in the fridge until you're ready with all your other ingredients. And yeah.
Thanks for all the tips. All kinds of good stuff. And when we come back, Chef Charles Parker is going to join us, and he's going to show us how to fill our quiche.
He'll make it good.
Willie, great to have you on the show. They do
Thank
have
you.
some openings for Easter brunch. Here is the information, harvesttable.com for more.